Charles Nunemaker here, Gallatin Canyon Sports Network. We're here at the information booth at Big Sky for another fun-filled excursion with Mountain Whitewater. I just got up myself. I'm in here for some donuts and coffee along with a bunch of other people here. We have some celebrities from the area here today who are going to partake in this whitewater experience that Andy Lundstrom has brought to the canyon, and we've been, from time to time, our show has covered a little bit of this, and it's generally a lot of fun for everybody, and I hope you'll stay tuned with us today and join in. And here we have the box of donuts that was so eagerly sought by most of the participants here today. You've got your basic plain donut there and glazed donut. Got your chocolate covers right here, chocolate covers, and coconut, and you got one of those there, and some sugar-covered ones, and coffee, and got a coffee maker right over here, donated down here by the fire department, but it's plenty good for Mountain Whitewater. We thought we'd move around the room, maybe talk to a few of the people here today. Here's Jim Anderson, well-known horseman in the area. Jim, what are you looking forward to today?
Lots of water, I think. Going to be a lot of water.
Lots of water, there. Yeah. You heard it, lots of water. We're going to try and get a word in with Andy Lundstrom, who heads up Mountain Whitewater here. Andy, we just, let's see, today's Sunday, I believe May 23rd or so. We've read in the paper, of course, Andy's known as an intelligent rafter. Did you make church today or anything, or does that not come into play here?
No, we were here at 7 this morning preparing for this event.
Okay.
Trying to get the posters on the wall and the doors open, the fire hall coffee pot, working. And but I'll probably make a late service this afternoon after the boating's done for the day.
Well, that's great. So you are a God-fearing group here. They were a little busy this morning, as you heard, for church, but so what do you expect? You expect a good turnout today? Are you going to have a couple of full rafts?
The weather's dampening the spirits today. We've got 2 full rafts ready to go here, and we're going to be leaving in a short moment, heading for Greek Creek Campgrounds, our traditional put-in point.
Okay.
Run the big rapids down to Squaw Creek.
Okay, well, we'll be joining them down in Greek Creek there. We'll probably catch a little bit of their departure from here, and then we'll look forward and meet everybody down at Greek Creek.
Say hi here. Say hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Okay, we're outside here, out front, waiting for the show to get on the road, and as you can tell, the sun is shining. Some of the participants are out here taking in some of the sun, and we're just about to go here, so we'll be taking off shortly. All right, we're down here at Greek Creek, the traditional takeoff spot for Mountain Whitewater, and everybody's arrived here and they're getting dressed, getting all their gear out, and the rafts loaded into the water, and we should be rolling here pretty shortly. We've got an intelligent rafter over there, Andy Lundstrom. He's been written up in the paper and a few other periodicals. He's an intelligent rafter. There's unintelligent rafters around here. It's probably quite evident who the unintelligent ones are just by their dress, and they've been eating kayak buds all morning. I'd like to remind you that's one of our sponsors for today's show, Kayak Buds. Eat your buds every day and you'll be a strong and healthy kayaker. Curly's down there pumping the rubber, I guess they call it. That's Curly's job. He's not an intelligent rafter. Here's Steve Frink's bringing over some of those big paddles that the girls are always asking about. They always want to know how big your oars are.
12 feet. 12 feet.
Howdy. While we're waiting for everybody to get the boats loaded and get all their gear in order, we'd like to say that our friends from Colorado are here again. They were with us here yesterday. You can see they've got their trailer here and they're all set up. They've got a fishing rod there. Our buddy's been fishing today. They got a blue bucket over there, looks like, for sewage, and a couple of empty creels, and they're up and about. They're in there having coffee. We waved to them a little bit earlier. Didn't get too much of a response. That fishing's pretty hard on a person, I guess. So it's nice to see we got some friends here enjoying this. Like we said, they're getting loaded up here. Andy Lundstrom's running around trying to keep things organized. They've got the boats all pumped up and oars are all set up. As time goes on here, they get a little bit better organized and they launch pretty quickly. Andy's running around somewhere down there. He's coming up from the back, making sure everything's right. You don't want any foul-ups here. Not with the water as high as it is in the spring. There's Mike Scholz with his Dallas Cowboys flotation vest. Mike is a big fan of the Cowboys, and it seems like I think Mike's even got Dallas Cowboys underwear, to tell you the truth. But Mike's out here to enjoy this, along with everybody else. There's Cassie tying on an official hippie bandana. Pretty popular piece of garb up here. I don't know exactly what it signifies or what it's supposed to represent, but there's a lot of hippies up here. They go in for this rafting kayak sport. It's kind of an alternative, you might say, to golf or tennis. But she's getting all duded up there, and you'll probably notice beards and long hair as thing goes on. That's just the kind of crowd this sport attracts. Faith Malpaletti just pulled up in that hot sports car of hers. Faith has been known to hang out with the intelligent rafter, Andy Lundstrom. There she is waving to the gang. I think she might be taking some photos today. She gives us a look over here. She's a cute little thing, isn't she? Yeah, she's getting her gear out of there. There's no telling what's in that bag. She claims it's camera facilities, but we'll see. I just Friday notified me that might be the Raptors latrine. Since we don't want to pollute the river, they are a clean-minded group. I don't know what Faith's rooting around in there. Well, she has got a camera out of it. I guess that's a strange place to keep a camera, but these Raptors are a different breed of people. Brad is making his debut today here on the Gallatin River. He's a former Class 2 sailboat racer from down in the southern part of the states, and looks like he's going to go in for a little different form of water activity this year. Okay, we got a little hen house meeting up there. Girls have gotten together and they're talking things over. We're just speculating as to what they might be talking about. One guess is that they might be picking up the men they want to ride with. There are 3 rafts here. We're going to have a few different groups of people, and certain women are attracted to certain aspects of rafting. We've got 2 boats. getting filled up here.
Okay,
Third boat looks like they might be getting their feed going, and he's just checking it out. He's the intelligent rafter. Shouting instructions to his mates. Up out of the boat. Andy Lundstrom's just called in the oarsman. Now we're going to get a look at who's who here on this rafting excursion. See the fellows going over there to meet with the intelligent rafter, Andy Lundstrom. There's Sergio Boldrot down there. He's been kicking some water on the raft. He says it's a ceremonial anointing of the rafts, kind of a baptism, I guess, in this world of rafting. Sergio's from the mountains of Tibet, where he grew up rafting and kayaking. He's one of the professional oarsmen now for Andy Lundstrom in Mountain Whitewater. Sergio Boldrot, as he gets into his rafting position, feet up on the cooler, wouldn't want to spill the beer. Those are his 12-foot oars, and he's just the mark of a professional all the way. Okay, we're loading up. There's Andy Lundstrom seeing everybody into the boats. They've got to balance out these boats, get everybody into the correct position for a good balanced load. Andy doesn't do that much rowing. He just kind of oversees the thing. Like we said, people like Sergio Boldrot and a few of the other professional oarsmen take care of the oaring job. Sergio Boldrot tying on a few of those professional knots that they've learned for this trade. You can see there's a lot of manual dexterity required. Sergio learned this weaving baskets high in the mountains of Tibet and Nepal. Sergio, an old basket weaver from way back, kind of fits right in with rowing a raft. That's what they tell me. Smile for the camera, Brad. He looks confident, doesn't he? I mean, those 5 people have got their life in their hands. Barb, not choking. They're off in good shape. Everybody got off with no hitches, no tears in the rafts at the last minute. We're going to run downstream, try and get ahead of them, catch them as they come around a few. Okay, there's Andy Lundstrom over there. He's running one of the small Argentine gunboats. Here comes John, joining him up. These kayaks, they really get around well in this water. They're very maneuverable. Here we come into one of the biggest waves in this set. Nothing to it, smooth as a Cadillac. That's Curly Kupchak at the oars. He's another Nepalese man who's come over here to the States to run some of the water in this country. Okay, getting into some of the bigger rapids. You can see they're getting a little water on them now. Splashing around, no problem for the big boats. Okay, I hope you're having some enjoyment today out of this. It's been pretty exciting. There's a lot more excitement coming up here in this Gallatin Canyon Whitewater experience. Yeah, look at the smiles on those faces. They're having fun. These rafters really rock it out. Hey, hey! Brad Parsh, the oarsman. We're going to see if Brad can do house rock. There's a pretty good wave, and they take some water there. The fans really get a kick out of that one. Right, back. Yeah, they're getting it. Work it out, work it out. Looks like a change in oarsman there. Brad Parsh taking a little rest.
Cut the music.
Yeah, they roll in the sand with a rock and roll man. Somewhere down Montserrat. But the money's good in the season.
Doing a little bailing there, keeping things high and dry. Okay, here comes raft number 1. We're about the last big rapids above House Rock. Coming at you with some salmon day. And a big little foot now, boys. Number 2 boat right behind him. Bailing it out. Yeah. All right, hi, here we are. We're down in House Rock Rapids. This is the most famous rapid in the Gallatin River. The rapids are going to be coming up here in just a minute. This is a pretty treacherous place to shoot with a raft or a kayak. As you can see it there, that's House Rock. Great big son of a gun that sits there and about the size of a house. The water comes either side. You're going to want to be staying our side of the river. The other side is a little bit too tight and dangerous to go through. But you can see, probably hear the water in the background. These are pretty good sized rapids here. So we'll get a little excitement, I think, out of this. Okay, here comes a couple of those Argentine gunboats, the smaller, fast maneuvering boats. They're going to probably lay in wait down here below House Rock for the British Armada and see if they can't ambush them. Little surfing by Andy Lundstrom there, holding her tight in a big wave. The Argentines coming up on the large battleship of the British. They're heading straight for the rock. They're going to run right into it. They glance off. Oh, they take a little water. Yeah, they're through. Look at them take that water in. Boy, that's a wild ride now. Steve French having trouble with the oars. He's on the rocks. Up. That's right. Clean it up, baby. All right. Whoa, they're sideways. There might be a little trouble, though. He's got control. Keeping it off the rocks. He gets his oar around there. Now they keep off the rocks. Look at the water come in. Okay, we just got done running House Rock. You can see that House Rock earns a lot of respect from these rafters. Look, they're yelling bail down there. They're full of water, boy. That's Skinner behind those oars. Mike Scholz at Dallas Cowboy. We're seeing what kind of metal he's got.
Down there?
All right, here comes our third and final raft. Andy Lundstrom out in front, the kayak. Faith, what do they call this? The stretch. Faith. All right, running the Mad Mile. This is all the water, the mile below House Rock. Canyon's pretty tight. Water's got to move quicker in a tight spot. You get pretty good rapids, hence the name Mad Mile. Nothing but getting wet. That's all there is to do here. You can see the water comes in quicker than you can bail it out. Sergio down there, bulge rot, working the oars. This was quite an easy spell after House Rock. Sergio had a little trouble at House Rock again today. Yesterday, kind of hit the shore. He hit the shore again today. Sergio may have had a little bit too much medicine last night, maybe the night before. Didn't eat his kayak buds this morning, which most of these boat people eat every day. Kayak buds is one of our sponsors for the Gallatin Sports Network. All right, we're down below the Mad Mile, down below House Rock. That's Andy cruising by. We've had one of the rafts already go by. This is the one spot in the river where it gets off the highway. It's a nice, peaceful, more tranquil part. From here on out, it's really a nice, gentle ride down to the takeout point, which is just above Squaw Creek Ranger Station.
Stuck in my tracks like a streetcar, playing it for all that it's worth. I'm just paying for my sins on earth.
That's a curly cup jack behind the oars. See how well he can, so you gotta kind of row real hard to get out of the faster stuff and into that small eddy over there where they take out. It's a little tricky. They've got a couple of guys waiting to grab them. They've got a hold of the boat, no problem, swings right in. Now they're gonna have to get organized real quick for this third boat. It's about to swing in here. Brad Parsh on the oars. He's over close to shore. He's going to row real hard, try and get a little momentum upstream. There, they've got him. They're holding on, and they're docked. All right, we got all three boats in. Looks like all the occupants are there. We got a report a little earlier from the county sheriff that this was a clean bunch. No paraphernalia or alcohol was found. Everybody looks happy. A little bailing there. They sure took in water. That looks like about all they had as far as excess with them was a little water. Looks like a happy group now. We might try and run across the river there and maybe get a word with some of the people, see how they're here.
Show some legs, Deb. Are you?
Skinny legs, that's what the takeout music is, skinny legs.
Who took the woman with the skinny leg? Stand right there. Stand right
there. Number 2 raft.
Cade, watch that stuff, man.
Down there, let's grab. You got help. It's down there, grab it.
Yep, let the last boat come in. It's got to go in the trailer first.
It's like you did, Faith, that one time. I said, Susan. Hey, we better put this down. You might have to. We got 50 seconds left. Oh, my God.
A little bit more take out of these.
Knock it off, damn it.
Tim and Cassie.
Oh, you better.
Pull over, a little far out. Tough. Curly runs in for the last minute.
Woo!
That last one was.
Wow, Cade, did you see your mom? Right.
Mary Lynn, I guess, was the only one that went swimming. So we're okay. All right, Mary,
Skinny legs. Skinny shot, skinny legs. Right.
Let us see some leg now.
Well, I even have my bathing suit on.
There we go. Oh, now there's some leg. There's some leg. Thank you very much, Mary Lynn. We're on. Okay, here we are. Boats are all safely landed. We've got Mike Scholz here. He was one out there in the Dallas Cowboy flotation vest that we talked about earlier. Mike, what are some of your impressions? You look pretty dry. Did you get wet out there?
No, not a bit.
Not a bit. You see, it looked like they were getting wet out there, but Mike says not a bit. Is that due to that Dallas Cowboys vest?
That helped a lot. That and we had a heater in the bottom of our boat. It's just about like a jacuzzi in the back.
Just about like a jacuzzi. That's who was providing the whirlpool action down there?
Tim and Leah, they're keeping the feet moving pretty fast.
Ah, Tim and Leah. Well, that's great. We might try and get a word with them later, Mike. Tim who?
Tim Garrity.
Tim Garrity. We really appreciate that, Mike. We're glad you're all in one piece out there, and we saw you bailing there at one point there. I'm glad to hear it was more like a jacuzzi effect than, well, whatever you'd call it. I guess they say the Maytag effect sometime comes into play here, but it was a pretty good trip, huh?
Nice ride, nice ride.
Okay, thanks a lot. Mike Schultz. You on? Okay, there's Curly Cup check up front, a bunch of the guys. There's Andy, there's Sergio. They're loading up the boat there. Now, these fellows got a little wet, of course. They had a little bit more going than Mike Schultz, of course. Mike was just kind of a passenger along for the ride. Well, that just shows you the professionalism of this mountain whitewater. They keep their passengers dry. They look like they're getting wet, but it's really quite a safe trip and a lot of fun. It's the second day in a row you ran aground at House Rock. You on? Okay, we're loading up the bus here. They've got the rafts loaded back in the trailer. They're going to head back up the Big Sky, probably for some hot coffee after a pretty cool ride, exhilarating ride. Nothing like a nice hot cup of coffee. There's making the last minute checks, making sure the rafts aren't going to blow off. Here's Andy and Brad.
I'm going to head the bus on back to Big Sky. Thanks.
Andy, could we get a word with you, please?
Oh, you bet.
Okay, that was a lot of fun for us. How'd things go today out there?
Tremendous. What a day, what a day. It was a little cold on the hands and feet, but Mountain Whitewater's working on that. We're going to get the heaters turned on up there at Moose Flats, you know.
Well, so now Mike Schultz was saying something about he thought he had a heater in his raft as well as a jacuzzi going in the bottom. Was Mike imagining that, or was that kind of an experiment?
No, I think Mike was getting down there in the bottom a little bit. He was churning the water up, you know.
Okay.
Get that jacuzzi effect. It is a lot of fun.
Well, that's great. It looked good. Everybody had a big smile on their face. They looked like they enjoyed themselves. We'd down filming around the corner there, we ran into the Gallatin County Sheriff, who reported that you looked like a clean bunch. They found no paraphernalia or alcohol, so this is a clean group. Is that right?
Right, that's correct.
That's good.
Keep it clean.
Okay, well that's great, Andy. Thanks a lot. What's that? Oh yeah, this sport looked like a lot of excitement, but you think it's ever going to make the Olympics, this whitewater rafting, or is it just for fun?
Well, this is going to be in the 1994 Olympics.
1994.
I think those are scheduled for Biafra, aren't they?
Biafra. Well, that's good. We saw your one oarsman Sergio Bulgerot from Nepal there. I guess he might have something to do with that, bringing it over to a place like Biafra, huh?
Right, that's correct.
Well, that's great, Andy. Thanks a lot. We'll look for you back there at Big Sky.
All right, see you later. Thank you. Hey, Bob. Take her for a ride.
What's it look like down there? Any sign of them?
10-4, chopper 1. They just passed by. No visible signs of paraphernalia or alcohol. Looks like a pretty clean bunch.
Oh, that's good, Mobile 2. This chopper 110-4. I'll be. Wait a minute. There's a couple of semis in the river down here. Would you please check it out?
10-4, chopper 1. Am responding.
Okay, chopper 1, over and out.
Mobile 2, I see them. It looks like they might need some assistance.
Well, how bad's it look down there, Mobile 2? Do you want me to assist?
You better get on the hard dispatch, the Gallatin County Volunteer Fire Department. Ask for any EMTs.
Okay, we'll get the fire department up here, 10-4 on that. I'll call. Do we need a record?
10-4, we may need at least 5 of them.
All right, we'll call M&W and K. Morton. We'll get them all up here. Anybody hurt?
No sign of any occupants at this time, in pursuing.
Okay, 10-4, I'll make those calls and I'll check back shortly. Chopper 1, over and out.